Joining us now is Jon Fetterolf, Trevor Bauer's attorney and agent. Thank you very much for coming on the program. Appreciate it. So, look, I watched his video, all of it, and found it to be very compelling. And then I wondered, well, then what happened with this MLB investigation, right? What is it that they found? What is it that they learned that led them to give him this kind of suspension? And I'm curious your thoughts on that.
Well, Dan, thanks for having me on. Unfortunately, the whole MLB process and procedure is subject to a confidentiality obligation, which Trevor and I have to honor. And so I cannot talk about what occurred during the arbitration. I can say, as I heard your overview of it. He was suspended for 324 games. We appealed that. It was reduced. One thing I think people lose track of is that when that reduction was announced, recall that he was immediately reinstated, even though if he served out the length of that remaining suspension, he wouldn't have been able to start in Major League Baseball until sometime in May or June that year. But the arbitrator took note to immediately reinstate him so he was available to play, yet he has not yet played.
And why is that? I mean, is it just that the teams view it as too risky? Is it that the teams know something about the MLB investigation and therefore they think that there is truth to the allegations?
The MLB investigation and decision and arbitration proceedings are confidential, so I would not be aware that they would know anything about that. Ultimately, what do we know? We know that Trevor Bauer is a great pitcher. We know that he would be able to pitch and have a spot in really any rotation in Major League Baseball. So we know it's not about talent. We know that players have reached out to Trevor, to me, to others, and expressed interest in wanting to play with them. They want to win baseball games. Managers have reached out to me and to others wanting Trevor Bauer because they want to win baseball games. GMs obviously want to win baseball games, and yet here we stand. So obviously there is something beyond his baseball talent that's holding him off, and my guess is it is these allegations that are out there. And again, when I say allegations, we need to step back and look at what we know. Yes, you mentioned the MLB proceedings, the suspension, the reduction. That is what it is. He served his time. That's over. What do we know what happened in the institutions that we as a society give the responsibility to render judgment on conduct? Courts, prosecutors, police, judges. Well, they have found in his favor. 2 people have lodged charges against him. They've all been rejected. The 2 women have sued him in various courts. In a restraining order proceeding, he not only won with the judge finding that there was no non-consensual sexual act whatsoever, that all boundaries were respected, but she went on to say that the accuser in that case, Ms. Hill, had filed a petition that was materially misleading, essentially calling her a liar. So that we know. We know that in another civil proceeding that we were involved in with Ms. Hill, it was settled without Mr. Bauer paying $1. And now we see one of his accusers, who also sued him, is now charged criminally. So that's what we know. And so you got to take all that information and weigh it as you weigh it. But ultimately, those institutions have said no to these allegations.
What final quick question? What to make of the picture that she submitted in that restraining order proceeding, where it looks like she has 2 black eyes? What is the explanation for that?
Well, I mean, again, you've seen the video. I mean, Trevor's position has been clear throughout, which is this woman did not look like this when she left his house. When we did that restraining order proceeding, we didn't have that video. We went and won that restraining order proceeding without that evidence that you're showing on the screen right now. That was in the possession of her attorneys and not provided to us. So all Mr. Bauer knows is that this is what this woman looked like in the morning when he left her house. What happened after that, we have no insight into. But ultimately, the judge looked at all that information without that evidence and found for it.
Is he playing in the MLB again, real quick?
That's what we're trying to do. That's what our focus on is on right now.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.